Hey guys, welcome to another English commentary done by Dickety. This is going to be part of the round of 16 in the Arena MSL. It's the second set between ForGG and C. ForGG ended up taking set 1. So C needs to win this to stay alive, and I do not want to see him ending up getting knocked out of another round of 16. Really quick, go to sc2gg.com. New podcast is up. We also have a new commentator, the True Blue SC. I believe if you go to sc2gg, he's up on the front page already. And yeah, if you guys want to contribute in any way, shape, or form, please go there. Go to the forums. Just post whatever your idea is or how you want to contribute, thing like that. Talk to Radival. If you're an artist, a writer, programmer, anything, if you have an idea, please just throw it out there for us, because we, first of all, it's like, man, we got so much going on. It is ridiculous. And right now we want to expand as much as possible. We want to have you guys, if you want to contribute, please contribute. Enable you to do so, and also if you want to help enable other people to do so, we definitely need you guys too. In fact, I would say that's the biggest demand right now, because we got so much going on. We got the podcast, we got the commentators, we got the writing. I know there's been some talk about getting some UMS stuff organized. We got SSL, we have SC101 headed up by Arurian. All over the place. It's just great, and I'm really excited about everything that's been happening there. Anyway, aside from that, and I don't. It just really makes me feel good, because, you know, it's like one of those things where I've been really busy lately, and sorry about not producing as many games as of late, but I've been really busy, and then I look, and it's like Holler's done all these games, and all these other games have been done across the board, and all this stuff is there already, and it's not, because I think this time, basically, even 6 months ago, or 7 months ago, if I wasn't producing videos, no one was, because Moletrap was away and busy, and so was Clazzart, and that was it. That was basically everything, everyone doing everything. Now it's just like bursting across the board. Really exciting times. Anyway, go check out starfeeder.com. By the way, he's got some awesome SC2 content, things like basically the interviews, what's happening, stuff like that. Lipton's a really nice guy. Also, the MST tour. The multi-site tour. I just was redundant, kind of like ATM machine. The multi-site tour stuff is up at gamefire.com. That's where I've done actually my most recent commentary. I've been doing that every Saturday, and you can actually watch in live. If you basically go in Saturday at noon to iCup, go to sc2gg.com, or if you just end up checking out gamefire.com around that time, the games are live. So, and it's really fun. Special thanks to Alex for doing that. And also Puerto Rican for having me along. This weekend is going to be the finals between my MYM, or I should say MYM, I keep doing that. MYM.com is the website. It's a great website. You should check it out. They've got some really good articles about foreigners and things in general. They also have SC content and World of Warcraft, Warcraft 3 stuff, and also and some. Yeah, Counter-Strike stuff. And also, if you check out, who else am I thinking of? Excello. Excello is the other team in that set. And whoever wins is going to end up playing Istro. It's going to be absolutely epic. So, anyway, getting to the game. Actually, one last thing. In San Diego, actually, here locally, one of my friends told me that he has a friend that was freaking out. So, special shout out to Alan. So, yeah, I do know that. I guess, yeah, I know Thomas. So. Special shout out to Alan, and that's just kind of an inside thing for me. Anyway, getting to the game at hand. Sorry for chatting up so much at the beginning of this video and not getting to the actual commentary portion of it. But this is ForGG versus C. ForGG going to go for a 2-factory push here. He's starting in the upper left-hand corner. C isn't getting a spot out here, and I don't think he's actually going to get a scout inside ForGG's base. ForGG should have the Marines lined up. Now C's going to start lining up. He lifted that machine. He lifted that factory up. I'm surprised by that. Looks like he's going to go for a standard fast expand. So ForGG basically, it can be very difficult on ramp maps like this, just because you can't establish yourself up the ramp, and then basically players can use that siege above the ramp to kind of defend themselves. So ForGG is going to have a hard time. Really, if he can break that ramp, though, he'll be in a very strong position to just run over C at this point, just with the additional production. Looks like he's producing a Vulture first, so he's going to try to get those Marines out of the way initially, and it looks like he's going to send that Vulture out alone, interestingly enough, not try to tip his hand here. So, as you can see, that SCV scout coming back, highly damaged, as opposed to forcing its way up there. ForGG, he's been really quiet, actually, ever since the MSL Season 3. He ended up getting kicked out, actually, because he used a mineral return bug against Null Ra, and I think he would have beaten Null Ra anyway, but instead, now he's going to bring that Vulture up. Yeah, he's going to try to clear that ramp right there. He's going to kill those 2 Marines, and then just push up from there. I don't think he's even going to bother here. That tank actually immediately annihilating him there. That tank needs to stay up a little bit above. It can block the ramp somewhat, but it needs to be careful, otherwise it could get taken out fairly easily. Looks like, I'm not sure if that's Mines or Siege Tech that's being upgraded here in the meantime. We'll see here in just a moment. Those Vultures start, as you can see, approaching. Looks like C is going to be able to see these reinforcements coming across. It looks like mines were in fact upgraded. A single siege tank defending and the second factory going down. He's going to be a bit in trouble here because he's not going to have actually siege tech to deal with this. That's clever, putting mines down to create a breach on that ramp. So basically ForGG is going to be able to push up. He ended up losing that vulture, but those 3 mines down are basically going to ensure that C cannot get too close to block that ramp. And he's also got that barracks coming up alongside for Spotty. As you can see, those SCVs off the line to help repair that tank to make sure that wall isn't completely breached. That marine, and mines going planted down underneath, so C is not going to be able to just get that command center down. In the meantime, a lot of marine, as you can see, I'm sorry, a lot of vultures, not marines, down. And it looks like C is going to be able to defend this, though. And the question is what does C do now? Immediately, he's already got a starport and an armory up, and I think that was in anticipation of having his additional expansion down. Vultures pushing up. Let's see if we can get the mines down. Looks like 3 tanks are produced. They are going to be able to stop that. And if those vultures could have pushed to those factories and gotten mines down around those factories, that would have been absolutely disastrous to see. More SCVs coming off the line to repair those tanks to make sure they can put up a stalwart defense. Now I worry a little bit for C, though, because that siege check is going to be finished here in not too long. And alongside with those mines, it's going to be very difficult for C to defend. This mine's going off. Looks like it would damage 2 of those tanks pretty severely, as well as I think it damaged that Goliath pretty severely. Siege tech is finished for ForGG, and as you can see, he's just making sure that expansion can't go up. He's going to continue to produce attack forces. ForGG, in the meantime, getting a starport of his own down, so it looks like he is going to be able to counter that Wraith that C is going to produce fairly quickly here. Has that siege tank in position, bring up more reinforcements. Still a marine out in the middle of the field, which surprises me. 2 tanks in the meantime, 2 Goliaths in the meantime to help deal with those vultures on the ground, and it's just more mines being laid. ForGG is kind of creating, and it looks like C's going to land his barracks here in the background, maybe produce a couple marines, maybe stop some reinforcements there. The Wraith is now out. Unfortunately for C, this is going to be very short-lived, so he will be able to kill that marine, maybe damage that tank, and maybe get some spotting, but it's not going to be long before ForGG is also going to have a Wraith out to deal with this, trying to pull those vultures up to absorb a little bit of damage there from the Wraith. Not going to happen, though. And this is really the problem, I think, for C at this point is yeah, right on the breach outside of his base. He's 400 minerals behind as far as production goes. He doesn't look like, he still doesn't have siege tech. He's been producing tanks this entire time instead of going siege. No, he's got siege tech now, I take it back. But producing 3 tanks before the siege, it looked like. And now, as you can see that Wraith going up, it looks like that Wraith did manage to take down a tank, so not a complete waste there. Actually very successful. Second Wraith actually up in the air. Now ForGG basically has the problem of reinforcements. If he can get bringing up 2 SCVs to help repair there. Didn't quite make it to that tank in time, but still in a pretty solid position. He's still denying that additional expansion. There's only 4 tanks in C's base and more reinforcements coming along the line, and there's still a lot of mines down on the ground, but it looks like C's doing a pretty good job of mine clearing. Actually, looks like those 2 siege tanks took that additional take out. More mines going off. Looks like they killed a tank in the background. That additional Wraith is being pushed back. It looks like there's only a single siege tank there against 2. Those SCVs doing a good job repairing there in the background. And now we'll see those 2 Wraiths are going to be able to push up, take out that single Wraith, and now that single tank is completely vulnerable. SCVs coming off the line. Looks like there's 2 vultures in the background to help take care of them, and the other SCVs that were in defense for ForGG going up and trying to surround that tank. One to keep the SCVs off that tank and also to repair the tank. And now this is going to be it for C here. He's just losing. He took all his SCVs off the line there to try to open up that secondary, and unfortunately just ends up costing him. And the mines in the meantime that were planted by ForGG taking everything else out. C has no forces. He's completely that's GG. He lost all of his SCVs there, and wow, so C getting knocked out once again. ForGG going to advance. That's you got to feel bad for C, because for whatever reason, when it just comes to these big when it comes to the big tournament matches, he cannot get it done. He's such a monster in Pro League, and he's just he's so hard to beat there, but then he comes here and you just can't do it for whatever reason. Not sure what it is, and as you can see his pseudo name there, the Terrible Infant, or Infant Terrible, was known for just being a really young genius and but really not getting it done. And now, as you can see, ForGG looking very confident there. He's going to be advancing, I believe, to play Cal. That should be a fun matchup, because Cal versus ForGG, both very strong matches. Anyway, let me know how the audio quality is. Sorry if the syncing's a little bit off. Still working that system out. And also let me know if it actually worked out really well. And again, check out seforall.com, SE2GG, of course, starfeeder.com, and TrueBlue, SE, new commentator, and Cholera, because he's just done so much stuff lately. Thanks for listening, guys.